I'm here with the victorious Nick Diaz. Big fight tonight. Very impressive performance against Scott Smith, a very heavy-handed, tough guy. You took him out of his game plan and you beat him at what he does best. What you do best, though, the stand-up game.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was his game plan, to come in there and just, and kind of try to slip the jab a little bit, and then set up the right, just try to hit me with that right hand, take my head off. So I don't feel like I was able to take him out of his game plan. I think his game plan was to be really, really patient, take a lot of punches, keep his chin down so he don't get knocked out. And I think that's why he's hurt right now. I think that's why he's at the hospital. That happens to people when they fight me. They're like, okay. They say I don't hit hard too, but the thing is, the guy's being defensive. He knows if he doesn't keep, if he throws back, then and I counter, then he's gonna take punches, he's gonna get knocked out. So they stand there and they don't punch back, and they keep the chin down and they take punches to the forehead, and I think that's why his forehead's all now. He's in the hospital.
You talk about people saying you don't hit hard. Do you think it's the volume of punches you throw maybe leads people to believe it's not hard?
I think I'm hitting on people so they start defending themselves and they start protecting themselves really well, and then they end up taking a lot more shots instead of getting hit really hard. I could go out there and just swing wild, but if I miss, then I got to worry about getting countered, taken down, and looking like too, which I'm just trying to do my thing.
Talk about those body punches. Those shots were brutal. You folded them up a couple times, and that's what actually led to the you taking his back and getting the submission. What was with the deal with the body punches?
I didn't want to go in and try to set up the body punches too early. I probably should have started picking it up a little more in the second round. I think I hit him with one or two shots in the second round like that, and then I realized that was going to be the way to deal with him come third round. And I hit him so much in the face, he was covering his face, and now I can hit the body. So this is how that works. So it took me a while, hit him in the face, and then once he got him covering up real well, then I was able to set punches up to the body. But if I come in early trying to throw body punches, then he starts hitting on me, and so I just want to set it up.
Talk about your defensive boxing. Doesn't seem like you ever really get hit too clean. You roll your shoulders very well. Your foot movements pretty deceptive. Do you think that's a big part of your game that gets overlooked?
Yeah, people will give me. They're like, "Oh, why do you do that? Talk your head in there, and you're gonna get. That's where you get hit." I'm like, "Hey, I need this guy to try to hit me. When I need him. When I need him to try to hit me, not when he wants to try to hit me. So I put my head in there so he throw, and then I can counter and come back. You can't get hit by that guy, dude. You get hit by that, by your teeth. It's just the way it is. So I can't have him just punching me all of a sudden. I gotta throw my punches when I know I'm gonna land them, and then when I'm ready for him to throw back, then I say, okay, let's go and throw back. And then if he doesn't throw back, and I'm gonna be able to tell, and then it's gonna be apparent to me that he's not gonna throw anything, and then I can just go ahead and throw my punches.
So your boy Jake Shields won a big fight tonight as well. The team's doing great. He looks like he wants to stay at 185 pounds. That kind of opens up 170 for you.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said he wants to fight Kung Lee bad.
Oh, yeah. He wants to fight important fighters. Same with me. I was like, oh, stay at 170 or 180 or either great. I want to fight where I'm going to make the most money. I'm going to get the best fight. I want to fight. If I'm going to be fighting at 185 pounds, I don't want to fight Scott Smith, you know what I mean? And then I lose to Scott Smith. This guy, hits me with one of them wild punches and knocks all my teeth out, and I throw my left with. Then, at least if that happens to me, I fight Anderson Silva, and then that happens to me, everybody's like, well, you did good. But they expect me to win, and then I lose to somebody like this. It's just bull. I think I've worked hard enough, and I've done enough to fight the best in the world.
What's next for you? You talk Strikeforce. You looking to get back on that card maybe in August? You need some time off. This is a quick turnaround on this fight.
You know what? Yeah, I'm about to turn 26 in another couple of months, and I'm really feeling like, I've been doing the same thing since I was 17. Every 3 months, every 2 months, and people want to say, oh, you love what you do. That's great. I'm just like, hey, and they're like, oh, he's good for the sport, he's bad for the sport. But I gotta tell you something. I don't love the sport. I really don't. I'm not. I'm a fan of the sport. Fine. Whatever. Ask Scott how much he loves the sport after they tried to bring his kids into the mix. 'Cause I didn't say his kids. You know what I mean? And then they start trying. You know what I mean? So you can't. It's like you love it and hate it. You know what I mean? And I love fighting. I love competing, and I want to fight the best in the world and be the best in the world. But as far as this sport goes, it's dirty rotten, just like boxing and any, just like, as far as I'm concerned, most sports are pretty crooked. It's just the way it is. But so people were like, oh, he's not good. I'm like, hey, they want me to this and that and the sport I love, and I'm like, hey, I love jiu-jitsu and I love fighting and I love competition, but do I love this sport?